This is Forrest, and this is Lucy. Now they're gonna wrestle for you and put on a show. Look at this, it's not even pay-per-view, it's just dog wrestling right here on the YouTube. Today on Meet the Dogs with Dog Guy Darin, it's Forrest and Lucy. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put down in the comments your guess on the breed or breed mix of these two dogs. This is Forrest. So comment down below what you think Forrest is a mix of, or if he is a certain purebred breed. And this is Lucy. Lucy. Take a look at Lucy. Okay. There's the tail. Let me see your face, Lucy. Lucy, let me see your face. All right. Okay, so go down in the comments right now because I'm going to tell you in this video. But I want you to go down in the comments right now before you watch the rest of the video. Tell me what you think. What is the mix of Lucy and the mix of Forrest? And I'm going to tell you in this video, and we're going to see who's right and who's way, way wrong. Bye. Today on Meet the Dogs with Dog Guy Darin, it's Forrest and Lucy. Now if you looked at these guys and just tried to guess, you'd probably say Forrest is some kind of yellow lab mixed, although look at that tail, huh? And Lucy over here, I don't know, I thought she was some kind of like English wolfhound or something, and she's a puppy and she's already pretty big. But guess what? Their parents did a DNA test through Embark Vet. Check below. I have a link in the description of this video where you can save $30, get yourself a Embark DNA test. But dig this. Apparently Lucy is 50% standard poodle. That means the big ones, the tall ones, you know. And she is also about 45% American Pit Bull Terrier. Now, I don't know about you, but that sure doesn't look like a mix that would produce this dog, but whatever, that's what she said. And Forrest over here is a beagle, a beagle mix with some Chow Chow and some Australian Shepherd and basically just some super mutt. So, I don't know. Take these DNA tests and you learn all sorts of things that you never would have guessed about your dogs. See, they don't want to spend too much time back here because we are having a good time walking. It's a beautiful September morning. I probably should have worn a jacket, but you know, Dog Guy Darin wears shorts until it snows. All right, so I'm gonna look up some information about these breed mixes, and I'll be back in a minute to tell you more about some of the traits and specifics of these two different breeds, although together they're about like 18 breeds. Forrest is really, they actually called him a super mutt in the DNA test results. So that is wild. I know one thing though, these two are a couple of very special, very sweet dogs, and they love to go for walks. So Lucy is the Pit Bull Poodle mix, also known as a Boodle, a breed that is medium-sized, loyal, easily trained, and a family-oriented dog. Coming from both a Poodle and a Pit Bull, it's unlikely that each of the parents' traits will show physically. Having a Pit Bull crossed with Poodles genetically enhances the dog's adaptability and companionship, and their instinct for obedience makes it easier to train and practice. Having both breeds combined might not show each physical trait, but the hybrid pups carry the best genes each kind can offer. As you can see, Forrest has a lot going on. They, in fact, called him a super mutt, but primarily it looks like Beagle and Chow Chow, so we'll talk a little bit about those. The Beagle Chow is usually very sweet, but the Chow Chow could come out and make them a little more aggressive. They should be good with the family and other pets if properly socialized. Any chow mix can potentially represent a challenge to inexperienced or unconfident dog owners. If this dog gets some of the beagle's desire to run down interesting smells, you may have trouble keeping it confined to your own property. So it's vital that you socialize it so it doesn't become timid or aggressive with strangers. Dogs similar to the modern beagle can be traced back to ancient Greece. Since medieval times, the word beagle was used as a generic description for smaller hounds, though these dogs differed considerably from the modern breed. The Chow Chow is thought to be well over 2,000 years old. It's one of the oldest dog breeds known, a mix of the Mastiff and the Samoyed, which is a fluffy, white, medium-sized dog. Due to the black tongue, there's some argument as to the origin, but the Chow Chow hails primarily from China, where it was used for centuries as a sporting dog, favored by emperors and wealthy sportsmen. You wouldn't think it, but they have great speed and stamina. This speed and stamina made them good at hunting birds. Their working background has shown them being used for herding, pulling, and protection. Of course, Forrest also has some shepherd, some Australian shepherd, and some lab, so he's got a lot of good traits in him from lots of dogs, and he ends up being a really cool guy. Back to Lucy for a minute. Are there reasons to not get a pit poodle mix? Well, they can be overly sensitive to stress, loud sounds or voices, and tension, which can be a problem whenever there are loud gatherings at home or celebrations that involve fireworks. They do tend to destroy things when bored. They have a little bit of the pity trait where they could gnaw on a shoe or two, and they might bite on couches out of boredom. Some great things about a pit poodle mix is they're non-aggressive when treated in a loving, nurturing way at home. They're naturally compassionate and human-friendly pets, smart, attentive, and excellent in picking up on body language. Because they're sensitive to communication, makes them very easy to train. It's a great family companion because of the combination of temperament from both breeds. They're lively, friendly, athletic, and possess a great desire to please their owners. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Sometimes mixed breed dogs are the best dogs. That certainly seems to be the case for Forrest and Lucy. Thanks for checking out the video today, and I hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't already.